Good morning. Beautiful day today here in Spain as usual. I hope it's a beautiful morning where you are, or afternoon or evening, wherever you may be. And I'm coming into a lot of information recently, quite a sort of quite intense realizations. I've kind of started realizing that I have to change my way of thinking and change the way I do things, my habits. My old habits have gotten me into a lot of trouble and a lot of kind of falling out with family and stuff like that. I'm going through a process in my life right now. It's a challenging time for me, and I'm not working at the moment. I'm looking for work here in Spain, and there's quite a lot of unemployment here, so it's quite a challenging time for me. So I'm kind of like worrying quite a lot. I'm finding myself worrying about the future. If it's not about they say there's a recession coming, so I'm worrying about that. They say climate change problems, and I'm worrying about that. So I'm finding myself kind of worrying a lot, and it's not nice, to kind of lose sleep over it. And so I've come into a process, I'm coming to a process in my life now where I'm having to meditate. I'm taking up meditation. It's helping me deal with these worrying feelings. I don't know if if you're listening to this, maybe you're going through the same sort of thing I'm going through, a similar thing. You're finding yourself worrying a lot about politics, a possible war with China, Russia, Iran, and climate change. Oh my God, the world's going to come to an end in 12 years. Stuff like that. A lot of it's nonsense. Most of it is probably nonsense, I would say. A lot of it's fear mongering. They like to keep us, the news likes to keep us in a constant state of worry and anxiety. And so I'm going through a process now where I'm realizing that worrying is not serving me. It's not serving me at all. And so I just wanted to share what I do, how I deal with worrying. I'm kind of going through a sort of like a self-realization, a spiritual awakening, or I don't know exactly what you would call it, but I'm questioning my experiences a lot more nowadays. I'm questioning, why I'm here, what's my purpose. So what do I personally do to deal with my worries? Everyone has different reasons for worrying. A lot of people, kind of like are, negative, skeptical. They tend to see things as the glass is half empty. A lot of us have gone through very difficult times, in our childhood. So we've developed this kind of worrying state of mind, which would it's understandable. It's understandable. A lot of people have gone through a lot of difficulties. So there's a lot of stuff to go on. There's a lot of stuff to think about. And what I tend to do, there's 5 sort of things that I do that helps me deal with my worrying state of mind. The first thing I do is I take action. I worry about work or something like that. So I take action. I go out there and I do something. I swap worrying for doing. I take action, and so it depends really on your situation. Can you do something about it? If you're worrying about something, can you do something? You're worrying about money. Can you do something about it? Can you maybe find an extra way of earning a living? I personally, I'm not working at the moment. I'm earning government benefits. So to earn a bit of extra, I give English lessons here because I live in Spain. So obviously I'm bilingual. So I help people here. Not that many, just a little few people that I help learn some English. I help them with their homework. I help them with their conversation, with their pronunciation. So that gives me a little sense of like I'm doing something good, like I'm doing something positive. Sometimes it helps just writing down your problems, things that you're concerned about. Maybe you want to put like a little journal together. That helps me. I turn to every day. I write down my worries, what I can do about it, and stuff like that. So that helps. So what writing down a little, a few sentences, a paragraph, that can help you get it out of your mind and onto the page. Another thing I tend to do is find a solution. That's the second thing I do that helps me is find a solution. This can be helpful too. You can map out some possible solutions, and this can help you sort of deal with your anxiety, with your worries. Maybe there's something you can do about it. Even like I said, writing down, doing a journal, putting a journal together can help you find solutions. Solutions can come to you just unexpectedly. When you write it down, get it on paper, it can really help. Another thing I do is I accept my reality as it is. I did a 10-day silent Vipassana meditation retreat a while back, and this Vipassana meditation retreat helped me deal with or accepting the reality as it is. This can be really helpful. This puts a smile on my face when I start to feel anxiety and worry. I just accept the situation as it arises. I accept worrying thoughts as they come up. This can help. This puts a smile to my face as well. I find that when you're sort of trying to control your worrying thoughts, it gets kind of worse. The worrying thoughts intensify the more you try to control them. So just accepting the situation as it arises can be very, very helpful. So this helps me quite a lot. Another thing that helps me is meditation. This is a big one for me. I've taken up meditation recently. I meditate as often as I can. I've got a lot of time on my hands at the moment, so I meditate first thing in the morning, last thing at night, and during the afternoon. This really helps me calm down. This really helps me focus on the present moment. It helps me bring my attention to the present moment. I've come to realize that the more you bring yourself to the present moment, and the more you realize that we are in God's presence in the here and now, this helps me really deal with the worries and anxiety. I've studied a lot about meditation. There's so many different techniques. You should study yourself, find out what technique helps with you. I do the focus on the breathing technique at the beginning of the meditation session. Maybe the first 5 minutes I focus on my breathing, and this really helps me calm down. So I would recommend taking up meditation. Bringing yourself to the present moment as often as possible raises your vibration, your vibrational frequency, and it opens up your energy field to the universal consciousness and helps you calm down. So meditation is a very good practice that can help you deal with your worries. And another thing that helps me deal with my worries is positive reinforcement. What helps me deal with worries is positive affirmations, and the sort of affirmations that I sort of say to myself are things like I am, or why, I ask myself the question, why am I gradually feeling better? Why am I gradually becoming more positive? Asking questions tends to help me more than just asking a simple affirmation like I am wonderful, or I am rich, or I am whatever. So I tend to say to myself Don't worry. This is a temporary experience. We are infinite spiritual beings having a temporary human experience. And this helps me because I realize that if you're going through a tough time, if you're going through a difficult period in your life, it's not permanent. Everything is impermanent. Meditation helps me realize this. The 10-day Vipassana meditation retreat I went to helped me realize this truth. The truth that everything is impermanent. Everything is in a constant state of flux because we are in an information field and information is constantly changing. So reinforcing a positive state of mind constantly whenever you feel anxiety creep itself up really helps. It really does. So let me summarize what helps me deal with anxiety and worries. So you've got number one, take action, do something about it if you can, write it down, look for a job, find a way of earning a living, do whatever it is you can, sell some things you may have in your house, do a course that helps you learn something new, something like that. Number two, find a solution. There's always a solution. There's a solution to everything. Even when you think to yourself, how can I possibly deal with this problem? Just calm down and realize that there's always a solution. Also, acceptance. Accept the reality as it is. Accept the circumstances as they arise, and this helps you deal with anxiety in a very powerful way. Meditation, always a very powerful technique, a very powerful tool at your disposal. Anyone can meditate, and this helps me along my journey in a very powerful way. And positive reinforcement, positive affirmations, asking yourself powerful questions. Why am I here? What is my purpose? What can I do to add value to society? How can I help people? How can I be kinder? How can I be more generous? And this has helped me as well because I've had problems in the past. And these 5 techniques help me deal with worry, anxiety, fear, shame, anger, and stuff like that. So hopefully these tips can help you deal with worry, anxiety, because it helps me. I worry quite a lot in this day and age. There's a lot of worrying going on out there. So if you're one of those people that are worrying a lot, then don't worry. Be powerful, and you can deal with anything. So good luck, and keep your spirits up, brothers and sisters. We are all love. Take care.